The 2026 Honda XR250R has arrived, and it's not just a motorcycle. It's a rebirth of an icon that once ruled the trails, the deserts, and the hearts of off-road enthusiasts around the world. This isn't just a comeback. It's Honda's statement to the world that pure adventure is alive and roaring again. Let's dive deep into what makes the 2026 Honda XR250R one of the most talked about off-road machines of the decade. A blend of rugged heritage, cutting-edge engineering, and unstoppable spirit. First, a little history. The XR250R name carries decades of glory. Back in the late 80s and 90s, it was the bike every trail rider dreamed of. Light, reliable, and capable of tackling anything from rocky mountains to sandy dunes. It had that no-nonsense DNA that made it a legend among dirt lovers. But after it faded from production, riders kept asking for its return. And now in 2026, Honda listened and delivered a reimagined XR250R built for a new generation. Right off the bat, the 2026 XR250R brings an all-new 249cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine. But don't be fooled. This is no simple update. Honda completely redesigned the motor for sharper throttle response, higher compression, and enhanced torque delivery at low and mid RPMs. It's tuned for pure off-road performance, giving that immediate punch riders need when climbing steep trails or powering through deep mud. It's also fuel-injected now, replacing the old carb setup with Honda's latest PGM-FI system that ensures smooth fuel delivery, consistent performance, and improved fuel efficiency even in extreme conditions. But Honda didn't stop there. They've paired this engine with a lightweight 6-speed gearbox, designed for both slow technical riding and high-speed trail runs. The ratios have been optimized to give more control over rough terrain, allowing you to crawl through rocks in first gear and fly across open tracks in sixth. It's the kind of mechanical precision that makes you feel connected to the terrain. Every gear change, every rev, perfectly balanced between power and control. The chassis of the 2026 XR250R is a masterpiece of engineering evolution. Built on a semi-double cradle steel frame, Honda focused on achieving the perfect balance between strength and flexibility. Off-road riders know that frame flex is not a weakness. It's a secret weapon for absorbing impacts and maintaining traction. The new frame design offers just enough flex to keep the ride planted, yet rigid enough for high-speed stability. Combine that with the all-new Pro-Link rear suspension and fully adjustable Showa inverted front forks, and you've got a suspension setup that feels ready for Dakar-level punishment. The front suspension now boasts 43mm Showa forks with 280mm of travel, while the rear gets 270mm with a progressive linkage system. Whether you're tackling rocky climbs, forest trails, or fast-fire roads, the XR250R feels planted, balanced, and unbelievably forgiving. Riders describe it as an extension of their body, and that's exactly what Honda was aiming for. When it comes to design, the 2026 XR250R is a head-turner, a mix of nostalgia and modern aggression. Honda went back to the roots with the classic red and white color scheme, complemented by sharp lines, LED lighting, and minimalistic bodywork that screams function over fluff. The high front fender, slim midsection, and narrow seat make it perfect for technical maneuvering. The bike looks ready to attack the trail even when standing still. Technology also takes center stage in this reborn legend. The digital LCD dash provides vital information like gear position, fuel range, and trip meters, while the optional Bluetooth module allows you to pair it with the Honda Ride Sync app. You can now log your routes, analyze your riding stats, and even plan trail adventures through your smartphone. A modern twist that adds real-world functionality to your off-road experiences. Weight reduction has always been key for off-road bikes, and Honda nailed it. The 2026 XR250R weighs just 131 kilograms wet, making it one of the lightest in its class. Every component was designed with precision, from the aluminum swing arm to the lightweight rims, and even the redesigned subframe. The end result? A machine that's nimble, responsive, and easy to control, no matter your skill level. Honda also introduced a new traction management system that subtly adjusts throttle sensitivity based on surface grip. While purists may raise eyebrows, this system isn't intrusive. It's there to save you from unexpected wheel spin on slippery terrain. It's smart, simple, and incredibly effective, especially for intermediate riders looking to push their limits safely. The braking system has been completely revamped too. Up front, a 260mm pedal disc with a dual-piston caliper delivers precise stopping power, while the rear 240mm disc offers solid control. Honda even introduced a switchable ABS feature, so when you're on the road you get safety. When you hit the trails you can turn it off for full control. That's versatility in its purest form. One of the most talked about features is the seat design. Honda lowered it slightly, compared to older models, making it more accessible for a wider range of riders. It's now 875mm high, still tall enough for off-road dominance but friendlier for shorter riders. Combined with the narrow tank and seat junction, it gives a perfect stand-up riding position, letting you shift your weight effortlessly during aggressive maneuvers. But what really sets the 2026 XR250R apart is its versatility. It's not just an off-road weapon, it's a dual-purpose companion. With its street-legal setup, LED turn signals and efficient engine, you can ride it to work during the week and tear through the mountains on weekends. That's the kind of dual spirit the XR series was always known for, and Honda has brought it back with pride. Sound matters too. Honda redesigned the exhaust to produce a deeper, throatier tone without breaking noise regulations. It's a clean, refined growl that captures the soul of the XR. That perfect mix of aggression and control that makes every twist of the throttle addictive. Now, let's talk numbers, the kind every enthusiast wants to know. The new engine produces around 29 horsepower and 24 Nm of torque, delivering solid grunt in the mid-range. Top speed sits comfortably around 140 km/h, but that's not the focus here. What matters is how it gets there, smooth, confident, and alive under your command. In terms of price, industry insiders expect the 2026 Honda XR250R to launch at around $6,999 USD in the US market, and approximately PKR 2.8 million in regions like Pakistan, depending on import duties. That positions it perfectly against rivals like the Yamaha WR250R and Kawasaki KLX250, offering Honda's legendary reliability and refined performance at a very competitive price. The XR250R's return also signals something bigger, a shift in how Honda approaches off-road culture. They're not just selling a motorcycle, they're reviving a movement. Riders who grew up dreaming about XR bikes now get to relive that glory, while younger generations experience the pure, mechanical joy of off-roading without the digital overcomplications of adventure tourers. Everywhere you look, the build, the balance, the handling. It's clear the 2026 XR250R was designed not just by engineers, but by riders who understand what freedom feels like when the road ends. It's not a flashy adventure bike loaded with screens and sensors. It's a machine that takes you back to the raw essence of motorcycling, dirt in your boots, wind in your face, and adrenaline in your veins. The XR is back, and it's here to remind everyone why simplicity and skill will always outrun complexity. The 2026 Honda XR250R isn't just a comeback, it's a revolution in red, built for the riders who crave the wild, live for the trail, and believe that adventure should always be earned, never downloaded. This is more than a motorcycle. This is freedom reborn. The 2026 Honda XR250R.